Tim Corbin, and throughout my life, depending on where I'm at and what I'm doing, I am also known as Captain Cloud, hence Captain Cloud Productions. And I'm here with a couple of old friends of mine. I don't think I've seen either of these guys in probably 20 years or more, but some old rail riding buddies of mine, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Howdy, I'm Kevin Hopkins, was known as Cajon Kev.
I'm Glenn Robison. I had two rail monikers. At the time of the footage that we're going to be talking about, I was known as El Lobo. Since that's gotten changed to High-Tech Bo. So you may hear those two terms.
Yeah, at this time it was you two guys and a couple of friends of yours who as a collective group were known as the High-Tech Hobos.
That or the Slack Action Partners as well.
Okay, well the reason why I've called upon my old friends here is because we're going to be looking at some old video footage of a rail riding, freight hopping hobo adventure that we took. It was us as well as several of friends that we met up with. And so we thought it might be appropriate before we go into watching it here just to kind of talk about it a little bit and give the viewers an understanding of what you're going to be looking at and what it was all about. And so who wants to begin now? Where were we going? What was our purpose? Where was this line, this train line that we took? This happened, by the way, back in 1992. So this was, what, 20-some years ago. You know. So what was going on?
Well, we were headed to the 52nd Annual Railroad Days in Dunsmuir, California. North of Sacramento by, I don't know, 10 hours by rail. 10 hours on the train we were on anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that? The SP or no?
SP line out of Roseville. So you catch out of Roseville, head due north, straight up through the Sierras, parallels I-5 for a good portion of it, but not always, and then a number of tunnels, about just over a dozen tunnels en route. Right along the Sacramento River, gorgeous area, and as everyone kind of congregated together, that's the only way to go into Dunsmuir, and so that's why for our group and the other folks we met up with, we had to all meet up because there was one train going from one place, and so we were all forced to ride the same train, even though I don't think any of us planned it originally to know that there was literally going to be 24 folks riding one train heading north.
But yeah, I didn't know it until actually we were on that ride. That was one of the most scenic rides, you know, rail rides. I kind of found that out, you know, during that time. I didn't realize how beautiful it was going up there.
It's certainly probably one of the best. I mean, we did both north-south, and we took the Feather River route. We'd gone across the Sierras, and that, you know, that run was certainly more scenic than just crossing and going from, you know, west to east or back, which was beautiful in its own right, but completely different. You didn't get the, you know, the vistas from the, you know, overpasses and going through the trestles and the tunnels with the riverbed below. You know, riding the rails, you know, shows you a piece of Americana you can't see from any highway in America, because it was designed and built differently, and you know, the ability to go through the desert and all of a sudden come upon a mining town that's got, you know, literally an entire city out there hundreds of miles from anywhere that no one ever gets to see, and all of a sudden you realize it's there. Or you go along the old, you know, thoroughways that, you know, they're cut off trails and roads and stuff that have been abandoned.
Roadhog, who's an old, he rode trains back in the steam days. He'd run away from a Boston orphanage when he was 14, but old Bridger, as we called him, and but he was the caretaker of the cemetery up there, and he lived on the grounds. He had a little one-bedroom cabin, but I guess he had done time in and out of the jails there, and they'd given community service work to maintain the cemetery, and they ended up giving it to him as like his retirement job. So he's kind of semi-off the rails at that point. But with this big annual festival, all these little mountain towns would hold little town Founders Day festivals to draw in business from around. So they had their railroad days that the town was founded on, and so Roadhog saw that as the opportunity to invite all of his hobo friends from around the country, and we had a lot of eastern hobos that came in for that, I remember. It's an interesting story about when I started out, I was just going to go up there by myself, and by the time I got on the train there was 11 of us. I ran into a guy who called himself Three Ring. He worked for the circus back in those days, Barnum and Bailey. And,
did you know him before then?
No, the first time I met him, but he was going up there as well, and he's still out there from what I understand. He goes by the name Jack Flash now, but he quit working for the circus, and he's been a full-time writer. I know he's been credited in some films that people have made, so he's kind of taken some film crews out and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I met up with him, and then sometime later on I was crossing the street, and this truck runs down the road and almost hits me, and I dived out of the way, and it was Sacramento Kid goofing around with me, and He had Pig Train with him, and Pig Train had a woman friend of his that they called Scrape, because I guess she'd taken a fall on a previous ride. And the first thing they told me was, they said, I just saw the high-tech hobos down the road. So that's how I heard that you guys were in town. And it was you guys, and who were your two friends that were with you?
Train Virgin, Howard, and the other was Clickety Clack, Chris.
Chris, yeah.
And
Clickety Clack Caston.
Yeah, all of these names are given. You don't get your own rail moniker. They're given to you by other bows generally, but some characteristic about you or something. And so Train Virgin got that moniker because he was afraid to get on a train. We invited him a number of times.
Chickened out more times.
Chickened out at the last minute, and
so that was
yeah.
Well, this footage, now it was shot with two different video cameras. Sacramento Kid had one. He had like a small, what kind was his? Was like a small camcorder?
This was a Sony 8mm.
Yeah, handy cam.
Right.
Top of the line at the time. He paid a lot of.
The best of 1992.
Well, he had that.
Not yet digital. But
right, now most of this footage, though, is the stuff that you guys shot. Now, what kind of camera did you guys use?
I think it was a JVC or Panasonic, but it was a big, full-size VHS with a shoulder brace and a separate battery pack.
Well, I remember that you guys were like the tour guides. You know, you knew exactly how many tunnels there were and how long each of them were and where they were at. And I mean, you guys knew everything that was going on. You would really study up on that.
Always did our homework.
Yes.
When we took a trip.
Right, and I mentioned before that now you guys collectively were known as the high-tech hobos, because I never met anybody that had, traveled with so much gear as you guys did. What was some of the stuff that the camera was one thing, but what else?
The camera, cell phones.
Keeping in mind, 1992 cell phones.
1992 cell phone was a Panasonic, and it didn't have a brick for a power supply. It had practically a suitcase, again with a completely separate power supply and handset, and that thing was about $1,200 to buy, and it was 48 cents a minute if you weren't roaming. If you were roaming, it was 96 cents a minute.
Plus we had scanners, so we pre-programmed all the railroad frequencies. I think it's also, it's an important note that although we did it recreationally, we did it with a huge amount of respect for everyone that really did. If you go back to the Depression era and the Prohibition era, of the folks that really were forced to be able to travel looking for work and such, and the migrancy, it was a part of that. I mean, that was a big part of it, and so for us, it was much a history lesson in going back as it was to honor that, not just to go out there and say, hey, we could go do this. And so, whether we took electronics with us or not, we did that because that's part of who we are, and we used it to enhance and kind of, change the experience so we could also, sit here today and relive it.
That's right.
It's one thing to be out there and do it yourself, but now we get to share that with others. And I think that's just a wonderful thing, but it was never just, to be frivolous and, just go out there and throw care to the wind. It was always with a bit of decorum and a huge amount of respect.
Yes. And fortunately, with the help of you guys and a few others, though, this stuff has been preserved for posterity and time, and we're going to take a look at that here. Well, let's have some fun. We're going to provide some narration here as we reflect back on this, but let's take a look at this old classic footage of a freight hopping, rail riding adventure that me and my friends here took, and along with several other friends. So let's have some fun.
We'll be the three thin, good-looking ones.
Right. Yes. We are...
with brown hair.
We are twice the men we used to be.
We are twice the men we used to be, and we're a lot grayer now, and can't see as good.
I'm Train Virgin. I'm going to be on my first hop, hopefully from Roseville to...
Hold your hand out like this. See how steady you are. Oh, he's starting to rock.
Action cam!
We're dual train virgins.
Uh-oh.
All right. And this guy, do you have a road name yet, man?
Huh?
Do you have a road name yet?
Yeah.
What is it?
Freight spotter.
Freight spotter.
On the road.
Cool. So you're like
That's because when he spots a freight, he spots.
he gets a big Woody. Boing. It's that way. Everybody just follow his Woody.
That door won't open.
He spikes the door with it, too.
And here we have the illustrious Captain Cloud, veteran of many a freight train. Right?
That's correct.
Right.
Now if the girls would just come in to sink it.
Yeah. Yeah, we call him,
He also has another handle, breast spotter. We call it.
What do you call him?
Breast spotter.
Breast spotter.
He found the man. He found all over Old Town Roseville.
Hey, you got a road name yet, man?
3-ring.
3-ring. Where'd that come from?
I work for the circus.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Did you go to clown college?
What do you do for the circus, man?
Promotions, advertising.
Cool. Barnum Bailey?
You got it. Big show, big birthday.
That's the only one I know. All right, here we have
Hi, I'm Clickety Clack.
Clickety Clack Claston,
Yes,
straight from Los Angeles Basin area.
right.
Whereabouts?
Actually, Wrightwood in the San Gabriel Mountains.
Wrightwood.
Which
Veteran of UP, Santa Fe, and Southern Pacific.
is, yes.
Right, yeah.
We've hopped trains in Southern California, Nevada, Northern Cal, and Texas, Eastern Texas. And Arizona.
Getting a room before you hop a freight is easy. Getting a room after you get off the freight, that's a little more difficult.
And we just went down and picked up some food supplies. So
Cool.
we're set.
Good deal.
All right.
Okay, and over here we have Mr. Cajon Kev.
Correct.
Look at him, ready to go.
Cajon Kev from the Cajon Path area.
Where's the pager there?
Well, let's see, we've got now,
We got-
being technological doesn't mean that we don't appreciate both, but we do have the pager, we got the manual lights, we got the scanner, a few other,
We're set to go. No cellular phone this time, though?
in the pack, only for emergencies.
Oh, really? You really got it with you?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. You got to save the battery, right?
Oh, spare batteries, 2 batteries for it.
Excellent.
So we're ready to go.
Cool breeze. Okay, and over here we have the illustrious El Lobo. What do you have to say for yourself?
Not much. There's nothing to say about me.
He's the strong, silent type.
That's me.
Here's the Hatchby Bob. Has no idea what time or where he is because we just woke his ass up. What do you think? You want to catch out with us now, or you want to wait?
Yeah, it's a Hatchby Bob here. Was hard of hearing. He was a lip reader, and he has no idea what's going on here. He didn't realize we were trying to shake him out of bed so we can get out to the rail yard and bag our train.
He's falling asleep on me. And there's his woman hiding under the sheet. Camera shy.
We'll have to freeze frame that one.
Oh, kill you.
11:40. Do you know where your freight train is? So what do you think, Bob? You want to go now?
Get out of bed, you old bum.
You want to go now, Bob?
No?
You want to head out tonight? Let's do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bye. Goodbye.
She's going to stay here.
Kick his ass out of bed.
problem.
Yeah. He's going to take us over.
Kick his ass out of bed.
He's going to take us in his truck.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got the keys?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're not the
Yeah.
keys.
Is the back open right now?
No.
Oh, yeah, you got
Okay.
to shut that, huh?
Okay, well, this is what we'll do then.
Dude. Fidel, the train rider. Where's your cigar?
We'll
There
get
it
all
is.
of our stuff and we'll bring the keys back. Leave your door open or something. That way
3
I'll
ring.
open the door and wake you up. I can just come here and I'll put it right here. That way it'll be
Okay.
right where you want it.
Okay.
Man with the keys.
This is the exclusive hobo hotel way of living.
Yeah.
What does the hobo do before he rides out in the cold, cold, wintry night? He sleeps in a nice, warm hotel bed.
Yeah. Let's go on a freight train.
Let's do it.
All right. That's there we go.
DVDs.
Oh, look at those DVDs. Oh, yeah. What you guys doing? Make some noise. Look, you're live.
What you pull out? You're going to pull out this old brick here.
Okay, well, there's the cell phone. Oh, is it?
That's
It's
the
an NEC
That's
phone.
the NEC.
Yeah,
That was when you upgraded. Oh, that was nice because that had an LCD display on it.
that was a handheld. That
Yes.
was all-
Oh no,
all
that was
its
a
own
beautiful
unit.
one. We'd already retired the Motorola at that point.
Yeah, so I guess I'm calling home.
Mitsubishi. We retired Mitsubishi.
remember that was the first cell phone that I'd ever seen in my life. I didn't get my first cell phone until like 10 years later, but that was the first time I'd ever seen a cordless phone.
New record.
This is the shortest we've ever waited for a ride. Should be about 9 hours. Dunsmuir. Caught it at 12:20. Thanks to the Sacramento kid. Caught it in the yard and then pulled us on. Yeah. Talk together. Come on. Hello there. How are you? Well, it's an unbelievable experience, I can say that. It's the shortest we've ever waited, without a doubt. We were out there 50 minutes. Howard, he's no longer a trained person, and he's jazzed. This guy can't stop smiling. Yeah! Right here, Permagrid! It's pretty fun. Pretty good. I heard two Virgin Riders. Some of these guys are, yeah, some of these guys are Virgin Riders. Virgin Water. Them on there saying about oh, yeah. Sacramento Virgin great water. No, it's real nice. Great guy. I mean, that's great. Here, I'll give you back to that, and we'll talk to you later. Love you. Okay. Love you. Okay. I'll fly up from here. Okay. Love you. Bye.
By the way, this soundtrack you'll be listening to, these are all recordings of friends of mine, most of whom did their own share of freight hopping and hobo living back in their younger wandering minstrel years. And a lot of these are their own original songwriting compositions as well. The sky looks like it's on fire.
Let the town drift slowly by. Can you hear the steel rails coming? That's a hobo's lullaby. Do not worry about tomorrow. Let tomorrow come and go. Tonight you'll have a nice warm boxcar that's safe from all the ice and snow. Go to sleep, you weary hobo.
Most everybody's waking up now.
Right, yeah, Freight Spotter and I are still crashed out there, and Tehachapi Bob's up early.
Well, that's the hobo's lullaby.
There you are, Kev. Tuckered out. You're not quite ready for the morning yet.
It's the only way to ride.
Yeah, that shot that I just took there with the 3-ring in the foreground, that's probably one of the best scenic photographs that I ever took while I was out riding the freight. As you can see, I just stuck my arm out. I didn't even line it up. I was just hoping I would get that shot.
Yeah, that's like Kev was saying, that's one of those shots you can't see from anywhere else.
Right.
Well, I'm sitting out here in this switchman's old shack, and I'm waiting for my train to pull through. When the whistle will blow and we'll hide.
Yeah, doing that Chuck Berry duck walk there. I know I've seen that little clip as well as a lot of other clips from this on some of those national TV programs, news programs that would do shows about modern day hobos and stuff like that. They obviously got that from you guys. Do you remember what shows that was that this stuff appeared on?
We were on a couple of shows.
That was all sensationalized too.
Oh yeah.
Danger on the rail.
Yeah.
Right Start throwing my gear and I run alongside, and I pull myself up through the door as she's picking up speed for the long, lonesome ride. I just curl myself up on the floor, and I'm away out there where the wind blows so high, and the sky is so open and wide.
Train Virgin didn't know how to write his name because he had just gotten his moniker. So he literally, it was like a high school girl trying to write what her married name's going to be like. He wrote all over that boxcar until he came up with what he wanted.
They just show this guy out in the middle of nowhere. It was like, we were out there in the middle of the forest, and some guy's just standing there by the tracks watching us go by.
Yeah, Jago's daughter said before she died, there's one more road I'd like to ride. Daughter, daughter, what could that be? Southern California on a Santa Fe. Hey.
There you go, first tunnel.
Everyone hollering.
Jago's daughter said before she died, there's two more drinks I'd like to try. Daughter, daughter, what could that be? It's a glass of water and a cup of tea. Hey, and a cup of tea and a glass of water and a cup of tea.
And as we were all frozen, and you stay frozen when you go through the tunnel. You don't move until you're out of there.
Daughter said before she died, to fix the blinds so the bums can't ride. Right, they must let them ride the rides. They can put their trust in the hands of God. Hey, and the hands of God. They can put their trust in the hands of God.
Nice and early in the morning there, sun's not too far off the road.
Get out the engine, get out the train, I will ride the road again. She's fast.
Right into a trestle.
Of course, we were watching all the mile markers, so we know where we're at, and then every once in a while listening to the scanner so you can see if we can hear the engine call in. So review that.
It's great getting her face dirty.
And before we were done, we actually started carrying GPSs with us.
Oh, is that right?
so then we could actually see what our ground speed was. We could set waypoints.
Yeah. Elevation gain.
Yep. At least I took that shot.
Good memories of old bygone days.
Sorry, I kept jumping out. I kept jumping in front of your camera to get my still shots. I noticed. I didn't know it until I watched it.
It made for a nice foreground there.
Right.
Around on the rail, progress has taken the old trains away. The day of the hobo has passed. I wish I could go where the living is slower, everything's moving too fast.
I was thinking, we'd already been on. I mean, this was 6-7 hours or so, right after.
Yeah, because it was 12:20, so this has to be 6 a.m.
Stogie time.
The obligatory cigars.
That was part of the high-tech hobo tradition, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
You guys break out
And
the cigars?
the junior hobo on the trip had to
Must provide.
Oh, is that right? Okay,
And
that's
it better
better.
not be something.
Well, we don't smoke Roy Tans.
No Swisher Sweets on our train.
That's right.
These lanterns are the kind I like. Oh, me, oh, my. These lanterns are the kind I like. But these lanterns clean, a mighty clean machine, a perfect engine for diesel guy.
You got straight
Yeah.
going.
Oh, she loved the cigar.
Engine for diesel guy.
Nice form, too.
Yeah.
He said, Diesel, not be damned, you're my angel honey lamb. You have raised in beauty, sail me my bride. Whoa, me, oh Lord, my, raised in beauty, sail me my bride. Ain't my beauty nor my brains, you wanna cop my trains to gratify your manly sense of pride. Whoa, me, oh Lord, my, gratify your manly sense of pride.
I can hear the whistle blowing, high and lonesome as can be. Outside the rain is softly falling. Tonight it's falling just for me.
And there's I-5 up there on the grade. Yeah, it gets so dirty. I got to wearing gloves, hiking gloves all the time.
Yeah. I wore my fingerless gloves for my motorcycle ride.
Like some rolling freight train, and cold as starlight on the rails. I think about a wife and family, a home and all the things it means. The black smoke trailing out behind me is like a string of broken dreams.
There you cross over the interstate there.
Along the road I've traveled.
There you go. Look at that shot.
Yeah, the shadow shot.
Classic.
Shadow shot. Yeah, I took a good still shot of that.
And cold as starlight on the rail. A man who lives out on the highway is like a clock that can't tell time. A man who spends his life just rambling is like a song without a rhyme. Looking back along the road I've traveled, all the miles could tell a million tales. Each year is like some rolling freight train, and cold as starlight on the rail.
Sing up a song about rambling,
Sacramento River,
fast freights and hard times gone by. Sing up a song about bumming, shagging or ride on the fly. Sing up a song about freedom.
Oh, I got a really nice double shot. See, now you can see Sad Kid shooting it there, and then there's your shot.
Sing up a song about living, laughing and loving again. Well, the night was cold and was lonely. Mist held close to the fire. 4 empty souls in the darkness, each one with a secret desire. One was a dreaming about Queen of the Rail, the other of sweet Phoebe Snow. One was a dreaming about a Danville girl, I was dreaming about home. From a tote sack he took his guitar, gently strumming a tune.
I remember taking that ride another time. I think I was riding out of Dunsmuir going the other way. But over some little river area like this rock comes bouncing into my boxcar. And I looked out there and it was just some kids playing by the water. But they didn't know I was in there. But yeah, they were throwing rocks into the boxcar and it was skipping around, ricocheting around, nearly hitting me.
Sang up a song about living alone, but mostly he sang us our dreams.
Whistle on the midnight train is sweet tonight, calling me away an old-time lover mine. And every time the whistle moans it says to me, I'll take you back to where your soul is free. Something about the way the lady sings tonight, her raucous melody warms up the hobo night. And I have not felt this way since I was 17. Once upon a time, when steam was king. Come on, you worn out railroad bum, it's time to go. It's time to go. Time to go. Come on, you worn out railroad bum, get up and roll. Rattling back to where your soul is free. Somewhere in the murky night the whistle wails. I swear it's calling me to come and ride the rails, telling me to leave my careless things behind.
This was also in the days before Steadicam.
Oh yeah.
Come on, you worn out railroad bum, it's time to go. Time to go, time to go. Come on, you worn out railroad bum, get up and roll. Rattling back to where your soul is free. One by one, my friends have caught the westbound run. They're waiting by the river there for me to come. You won't have to worry what became of me. I'm rattling back to where my soul is free. Come on, you worn out railroad bum, it's time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Come on, you worn out railroad bum, it's time to roll. Rattling back to where your soul is free. Come on, you worn out.
One of the things that makes these rides so worthwhile is, you know, the viewers don't get to see all the failed attempted rides.
Yeah.
You know, how many times did we get on a train only to have it go nowhere?
Right.
Or pull, you know, halfway through the yard and stop,
Yeah,
and
no.
they were just humping, you know,
Jumper
cars.
trains.
Rattling back to where your soul is free.
stars are all out drinking, 'cause there's nothing else to do but cruise along across the Milky Way. Till they get so drunk they stagger around and stumble from the blue to slumber off another prairie day. And no one seems to know it all except the engineer, who passes on the signal to the brakeman in the rear that the stars are working night shift just to decorate the air round some lonely deadhead boxcar way out there. Round some lonely deadhead boxcar way out there.
Of course, I had to make my own contribution to the music soundtrack, so here you go.
Well, life is like a mountain railway with an engineer's brain. We must make the run successful from the cradle unto the grave. Heed the curves and hills and tunnels, never falter and never fail. Keep your hand upon the throttle and your eyes upon the rail. Blessed Savior, that will guide us till we reach that blissful shore, where the angels wait to join us in God's praise forevermore. As we roll along the main line, there'll be storms and snowy nights. There'll be sidetracks, unexpected, on the left and on the right. But with the straight always before us and our hearts upon the prize, there'll be no disembarkations till we reach that paradise.
Doesn't get much better. Trip in the falls. Great. Got stogie breath. I didn't sleep more than maybe 10 minutes, but I feel great. This afternoon, because it'll be Friday afternoon, we're all going to probably just nap out when we want. Awesome ride.
El Lobo. El Lobo. Commentary. Commentary.
Commentary? There aren't words to make a commentary on this. The picture says it all.
It has been a real honor traveling with you high-tech boats. Now America can be exposed to show that hobos have pride and human dignity, even more so than those who would rather watch television than this.
There we go.
Yeah. Nice stream, Howard.
Very important to note that you stand at the rear of the car, not at the leading head end.
Avoid backwash.
That's right.
That's an old tradition in the hobo culture, something about you're not truly free until you've pissed out the boxcar door.
From the great Salt Lake in Utah to California's Golden Shore,
Colorado and Nevada, to the desert's burning fall. As she circles through the canyon, you can see that mountain stream. On California's zephyr, the Union Pacific Queen. See her rockin', see her rollin', as she rambles on her way. She left L.A. this morning, burning up that right-of-way. And away out in the distance, you can hear that whistle scream.
Being the freight spotter.
Yeah, the 70s never looked so good.
Pacific Queen.
There's always that first moment panic when you see it.
Yeah, I think it's a bull.
Not a bull, is it?
Wouldn't kick us off here, would they?
We did. Didn't somebody encounter us? Somebody on the line there. He said, I guess you guys were cool or something. I think somebody did. One of the conductors or somebody did come back there to see us back there. Oh yeah. So I remember he first came up, and I think it was Tehachapi Bob, and he's kind of like, "What the hell are you doing on this train line?" And as soon as he said it, the other 10 of us came out of the shadows. And he goes, yeah, it's cool. You can ride. I remember that now. I forgot all about that.
Walking up and down the railroad track, hat on my head, shirt on my back, I'm leaving this town. I won't be back, and I ride that northern line. I ride that northern line. Walking this freight yard long and wide, looking for a boxcar I can ride. When no one's looking, I'll climb inside and I ride that northern line. I ride that northern line. I'm standing out here in the wind and rain, watching people getting on a passenger train. If I had money, I'd do the same, but I ride that northern line. I ride that northern line. Oh, that old train is straight and long. Jump on board, it rolls along. Time I gotta be moving on. I ride that northern line. I ride that northern line. The engine churns, the whistle blows. Where she stops, nobody knows. Maybe California, maybe Ohio. And I ride that northern line. I ride that northern line. Kicking up cinders, kicking up sand. I'm riding to the land of the Houlihan, where the tumbleweed blows across the land. To ride that northern line, ride that northern line. I'm leaving this town where the sun don't shine, leaving this town where it rains all the time, and going to a place with a sunny climb. I ride that northern line, I ride that northern line. Walking up and down the railroad track, hat on my head, shirt on my back, I'm leaving this town. I won't be back, and I ride that northern line, and I ride that northern line.
Take it from one who's traveled, never start your rambling round. When you start the rambling fever, you never want to settle down. You never want to settle down. Well, I met a little gal in Bristol.
Mount Shasta.
I asked her if she
Quick glimpse of it there. We'll see some more of that in a minute.
told her I was tired of crying.
Yeah, starting to see civilization again.
Shasta means white mountain in the language of the Native Americans of the area.
Left her standing by the railroad and never saw the gal again. I never country. Yes, I've been everywhere. Been in every branch line railroad. Never paid a nickel fare. And I've been from Maine to California, Canada to Mexico. Never tried to save no money, and now I got no place to go. Now I got no place to go. So won't you listen to a boomer's story? And don't forget the things I say. I hear another train a-coming. Yes, I'll soon be on my way. If you want to do me a favor, well, I lay it down to die. Dig my grave beside the railroad so I can hear the train roll by. I can hear that train roll by.
I seen the gators and the skeeters down in the swamps of Louisiana. I seen the painted desert. I traveled across the Texas burning sands. I seen the great Rocky Mountains that reach up where you see the mighty eagle soar. And big or small, I seen it all from a boxcar door.
I was up in the mountains exploring about 3 or 4 weeks ago, just checking out some land, and I come across this big old pond, and it had a man-made raft anchored to the side with this big guide stick and everything. And I'm just like, I come across this thing out in the middle of the mountain, and I'm like, well, what the hell is this? And I get on and I unanchored it and go cruise around this pond and came back. And then I came up to it a couple days later. And
ain't buying it. You're on, buddy.
Freight spotter.
That's Freight Spotter, huh?
90, 92.
All right.
El Lobo here.
Uh-huh.
Look at the clack down the track.
All right.
Captain Cloud.
Oh, yeah.
Rear-range, sir.
All right.
Good to be in Dunsmuir.
Name?
It's great. People.
Good to
Big
be.
train.
Cajon Cab.
Oh, Cajon Cab.
Oh, here I am.
Bringing up the rear.
All right. And I'm Sack Kid.
You can tell that's a good shot to show how people think you can just run up alongside and jump in a boxcar, not realizing when you get the roadbed over there, that loose basalt and gravel, and that you just can't get it. And you get more than 3-4 miles an hour. It's not easy to do. And carrying a pack, you know.
Oh, 11 with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I tapped
11
my
was the man behind Cam.
Yeah, I think I want to stop now and take off my coat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Everything left in the boxcar is mine.
Big train. Say something, man.
Oh, he was going to go
went
on
on
to Cape
to-
Falls.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, he
start-
stayed on.
You probably end up in Portland. You're going to get carried away.
I might just keep going.
Yeah. You know, if you want to go to Canada, there are a couple Canadian national boxcars back there. Got him thinking. What's your name, man?
Jamal.
Jamal?
Yeah.
Where are you riding to?
Eugene.
Oh, did you catch on at Roseville?
Yeah.
All right. We're having a big party up at Roadhog's place. You know Roadhog?
No.
He was up
Yeah,
by
the guy's
the
like, I'm a real hobo. I don't know any recreational
my
guys.
train.
I live my whole life as a hobo. My only home is this old train. I've been a frog and a king, Lord, I done everything. Now I'm riding on that westbound train. Let the jungle fires burn wild and free, and pass my bottle around. Let the train whistle blow, tell the old bows I'm riding.
Goes, I hope you had a good ride there. You can fly.
I slept in.
Now I notice this is like a custom here. You'll notice each one of us as we pass by, we gotta like look up and salute the hogger there.
Don't have have to boast.
Yeah, we all got to give it a quick look.
Now I'm riding on the old westbound. Let the jungle fires burn wild and free, and pass my bottle around. Let the train whistle blow, tell the old beaux I'm riding on the westbound. Light a candle at the back of my boxcar.
Engineer working on the train there.
My good friends around.
Oil in the brake cylinders.
Let the old banjo ring while the hobos all sing.
You need a ride there, son?
A statue in time. Now we got the big hike up to Roadhogs with Mount Shasta in the background.
Tell the old beaux I'm riding on the westbound.
Not that I'm complaining. Which we can never quit building up.
The mountain we searched for.
Hip, 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 hip. TV.
Look at this, right next to us.
There he is. There's the man.
There's the man up there watering. Right.
Here we are getting at Roadhogs, and we get a grand welcome from all of our rail friends there. I think Guitar Whitey was the first one to greet us, and Train Doc and those guys.
Oh, hey, doggy. Train Doc, all right.
Hey, well.
Holy shit, how are you, man?
That is a train virgin there.
We've been on the train quite some time, as you can tell.
Yes, I can see. But you've taken a shower and you feel refreshed.
Yes.
Who are these characters?
Uh-oh.
Where? Some more bows traveling into town.
We hail from Bad Street. Have you ever heard about Bad Street?
No, tell me about Bad Street.
The further down the block you go, the badder it gets. And you know where I lived? In the last house.
Oh, no.
How's that for a tough guy?
California.
Those are my old wrestling shticks.
Yep, this is it. A bustling metropolis.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Flamingo Club. We'll be showing you more later. Clickety-clack for coming back from the magic money machine, which refused to give him any money. Similar to what happened to Scrape.
Oh, Scrape looks hot there now that she's all cleaned up. She was gorgeous. Look at her. Here's Roadhog, the late great Roadhog, our host. Yeah, the hobos had the stage for an hour or so in the afternoon.
Yeah.
First of all, New York Ron, great Grand Duke of the East. Rode all the way from New York City and Boston. Come on up, Ron.
Well, I'm glad here to be at Dunsmuir to show all you people. When I called Roadhog around 3 weeks ago, he said, "Where you at, Ron?" I said, "I'm in Boston, you doggone fool." Just joking, that is.
New York Ron, he was a great guy that went astray, and he did a lot of time in prison for being a kleptomaniac, and I think he'd done like 5 years, and as soon as he got out, he gets busted trying to steal a candy bar out of a convenience store or something stupid like that. But, yeah, he was a good guy that went astray.
He knows Roadhog, what he is and what he does. He'll run for kings. A lot of them say, that is some California slickers. He ain't no California slicker. He's a bona fide certified hobo.
Santa Fe Bo is the great Grand Duke, and he's also director of the National Hobo Association in Los Angeles. And I want to thank
Santa Fe Bo used to host a gathering on Thanksgiving weekend in Colton.
Yeah, the Double Cross.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here. And this year looks actually better than ever. More people, more new faces than we've had in the last few years. And I don't want to waste too much time up here because we have so much talent out there that's going to do some singing and some poetry and some entertaining jungle style. So thank you for having us all up here, and we're real happy to be here, and we'll see you real soon. All night long.
Listen to the jingle, rumble and the roar.
Banjo Fred and Guitar Whitey. Yeah, Banjo Fred caught the westbound a few years ago. He wasn't a hobo. He was an educator. He was a economics professor, but yeah, he loved the hobos. He loved to come out and entertain us, and I know he wrote a lot of songs that we inspired and so forth, but there they are breaking in an old traditional number.
Atlantic Ocean on the wide Pacific shore, heard the queen of flowering mountains to the south hill by the shore. She's long and tall and handsome, she's loved by one and all. Modern combination called the Wabash Cannonball.
I believe Guitar Whitey's still around. He's like up in his 90s, but I know he wrote a book a few years back, and I have a copy.
By the shore, hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall, riding through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball. We ain't done yet. You got the last verse in the way. Daddy Claxton.
Here's the Daddy Claxton, may his name forever stand.
Oh yeah.
May it always be remembered on the ports throughout this land. His earthly race is over and the curtains round him fall. Carry him home to victory on the Wabash Cannonball.
Listen to the jingle around the land roar, right through the woodlands, on the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall, traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball.
I rode me a train up to Dunsmuir. I came for the railroad day. I picked my guitar and I'll sing you my song. Then I'll be on my way. 'Cause in Dunsmuir there lives a celebrity, a man of great renown. He calls himself Roadhog USA. He lives here in Dunsmuir town. I met this man called Roadhog, Roadhog USA. He's rode the rails for 35 years. He's here with us today. Train up to Dunsmuir, come for the railroad day. I'll pick my guitar and I'll sing you my song. Then I'll be on my way. Yes, I'll pick my guitar and I'll sing you my song. Then I'll be on my way. All right,
Yeah, a lot of BN.
Checking out some riders. That's from the edge of the cemetery.
Right down at the lower end there.
Right.
Look at that concrete ties there.
This guy riding on the gondola there.
Yeah, you don't like doing that.
I've seen a lot. I heard a lot of stories of people getting crushed and killed.
Yeah, shift and load.
That load
yeah, we rode in a gun.
I was just gonna say, one of the dirtiest ride I've ever been in was in a gun like
yeah,
this.
me too.
You get those vortexes of the wind whipping in there, and just curling, picking everything up.
Yeah. You better wrap yourself in plastic when you're riding this.
Oh man.
Oh, Seattle cars. This guy's going to LA, definitely. You recognize these cars right here?
Yeah, Boeing.
Yeah. So what's the deal with these Boeing cars? They make the fuselages down in LA and they ship them up to Seattle?
I can never tell if they're empty or what. I always know that if they come off the 111 or whatever that BN interchange train is in Portland. But it's nice if you're in Eugene or something going north and you see those on it, you know you're going to go all the way through.
Yeah. Real convenient.
Yeah, right.
Now they're checking out the monikers here,
Yeah.
the train art, people writing their names on it.
Hey, there's
That's always fun when you see somebody you know, you see their name right by.
Right there, the White Fort line, 228.87.
Waterbed Lou, right
just
next
to the
to it.
right of it.
Oh, that's you, man.
228, whenever that was. Far out.
All right, excellent. So you go out there with a piece of chalk and get them?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I go traveling, I had to do that.
Yeah, there's Charlie Brown right there to the right of the door.
Ah.
He used to work for SP.
Now what's he do? Just ride the
His
train?
back got screwed up.
Oh, poor
Fuck,
guy.
If we can see any monikers, there's an Irby.
Oh, that's an old one, yeah.
80, yeah.
What's that?
Got another North Bank Fred.
Hey, that's you, man. Good job. All right. There he is, right there.
Right.
North Bank Fred.
Santa Fe Bo.
There he is, Itchy Foot
Stetson.
Itchy Foot, yeah. Unfortunately, he died on us a few years ago. He caught the westbound. But,
never leave a partially smoked cigar laying around.
That's right.
Stetson.
If you do, Itchy Foot gets it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the shorter the stub, the wetter the end. He's going to chew on it no matter what.
Ready? What do you want? Straight across that rock. Way over there? I want to see silver in your hand when you come up.
Tell him to move 1 foot to it.
Come this way.
Move 1 foot to your right.
I don't want to see coins either. Let's see some paper over here.
Here you go, Bill. Come on, run for the doggy.
Good stuff.
This is the good stuff. Oh, copper one? I need the rest of the beer.
New York Ron, our host Roadhog there, the late great Roadhog. That's Dante. He was one of the boxcar boys. Did you guys ever know them? They were Vietnam vets.
No.
Based out of Minnesota. Yeah, Dante was both POW and MIA. And the story on him was he and the other prisoners, they overtook the guards, but it took them like 3 months to crawl out of the jungles. You know? But yeah, he's a war hero from Vietnam.
Take a lot of pictures.
There's Redbird Express.
Steve, I stole it.
Okay, yeah, this is the big dinner that we had.
They don't like what I'm doing. They don't like what I'm doing. You know, everybody deal like that in California.
Zach Kidd in white, as always. Great spotter coming in. Lobo, Roadhog's alive. Oh, that's Cardboard there on the left. He was an old steam engine rider. He's long gone. Dr. Poet in the bandana talking to Guitar Whitey and Oklahoma Slim. Now, he was a legend there in the beard. I can listen to him talk all night long. Quite the philosopher. There was a lot of weekend romance going on up there. I think you guys behaved yourselves, but I didn't. And but myself and several others, it's like there was all these lonely hobos coming in on the trains and meeting up with all these lonely mountain women out there.
3 out of the 4 of us in our group were married.
Yeah.
At the time.
Right.
And so I don't think, at least for me, the thought never crossed my mind. Right. And so I didn't realize anyone was out there having a good time and hooking up. And so, you know, I'm just figuring we're all out there, you know, having cigars and swapping stories. I didn't realize people were swapping more than that.
Are you a doctor too? I'll even eat my dog's spot. You're right there. You're on camera, right? I know my art. Were you on camera last night? I'll tell you that. I got now. You don't see my tape. You know, hey, if you got it.
You got it. You got it. You get a nice one. Today, last day of spring?
Side door Pullman kid.
It should be the 21st. Huh? Should be the 20th. Today? What's the 20th?
First day of summer. First day of summer is tomorrow.
No shit, is it?
Yeah, really.
Oh, let's have a drink on that. I like that idea.
I think we have been
Spring's over. God love it. I like spring. It was a good year.
Hey, we found someone's
A couple of broken down heroes on a western night. Dee Moriarty.
Is that what we
and
are?
Sal Paradiso.
Oh, yeah.
Straight out of On the Road with Jack Kerouac.
Yeah. Selling our bodies to the night.
Just like scouting out the mountain prospects.
Here's the parade that we all had to go through. As part of the official, in order for the hobos to really be welcome there, we had to be officially a part of it by marching through the parade.
Now we have the National Hobos Association. It was supposed to only be a group of 10 to 20, but actually it looks like more like 30 to 50. They're all ages, all walks of life, led by Captain Cook and our own local road hog.
I didn't know that. What's wrong?
Maybe there's too many chiefs in the hobos these days.
Too many what?
All chiefs in the hobos. Learn to live the ultimate lifestyle.
Look, he's loaded. Oh,
Grazie.
tell him a more important phrase. The one that can't be.
I wanted to.
Yeah, you took this helicopter ride, and that was your request, wasn't it? Is to take you wanted.
Yeah, the guy wasn't going to do it. He was just trying to give rides around town, and I said, "Look, I'd like to go. I want to take the route." We rode in right from where the train stopped, and we walked in and fly up through town, and then circle around, and that's exactly what the guy did.
Yeah.
Oddly, no West Cam gyroscopic stabilized camera here. I did my best.
Yeah, no, it looks nice, but yeah, we got a good overview here. Thanks to Kev. What was it like? Cost like $15 to ride it or something?
Yeah, it was $20 or something, wasn't it?
It wasn't cheap.
It was, yeah. maybe it was a little more.
Put a dent in your travel budget.
Yeah.
Levi Strauss offers me 6.
Texas Madman.
Yep.
The hobo seamstress. He would dig into dumpsters and get up. He'd gather up a bunch of scrap, blue jean material scraps, and sew it all up. Do his jacket and his sleeping bag. He was quite a character.
You got all the roads on here.
Yeah, a bunch of them, not every damn one.
That is a nice jacket, man.
It's all homemade, Buddy Rowe.
From scrap, huh?
Scrap blue jeans, no matter where you go.
That's awesome, man. That's really something. Shit.
It's just like the bedroll.
How'd you make that, man? How'd you make that? You just knit it together with a
lot of time.
Awesome. I like it.
It's like the bedroll. The bedroll's homemade too. I was looking for years.
Yep.
Trying to find me something. Not so much a coat, but a bedroll that'd go across the high line in the middle of wintertime and keep me warm.
Yeah.
Couldn't find a damn thing.
So you had to make one.
Ain't don't nobody design nothing unless you get one of them Arctic boogers.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And them damn things cost, and I ain't got the money for it.
For like $200, something like that?
So
you made
and
it.
this thing's about 4 years old.
Hey, do you know New York Run?
Every time she prays that, I'll put another piece onto it.
Uh-huh. Did you ever ride with New York Run?
No, never. Can't say I have. I pretty much rode alone all my life.
Uh-huh.
Get in there. Dad burned you all to hell.
Get out of the fucking phone call here.
Unfortunately, he's doing time in prison now. I think he's going to be sitting for like 15 years. I won't go into the details, but it has to do with illegal use of internet, and you can kind of take it from there.
I know some places.
15 long, huh?
I don't know where it's out, but I know a lot of
One of these damn things, it's one of the best things you can ever get a hold of.
Oh yeah, I got one of those.
Especially if
Ram
you're
McNally, right?
Especially if you're out there and you start riding with somebody, and you're trying to give them directions, and they don't want to listen to your damn directions. They think, well, they start saying, well, what about this? Well, how about if I take it like this? Then you just pull this out. You
say,
point
look,
to the
motherfucker.
state, you point to the road, you point to the towns. You say, this is the way it is. And if you don't want to take it this way, fine, get out and hitchhike.
Yeah. I guess they call that the Bible, huh? That book? Something like that.
It's a lifesaver.
Yeah.
That's a big lifesaver.
Where'd you get that one? Where'd you get that one? They're hard to find. Yeah, uh-huh.
Where'd I get this one? I stole it. The Salt Lake City Library. They had 5 of them there. They didn't need 5, and I needed 1.
Now they got 4. What's that?
Major repair line. Blue one up there. Get the white riding a little red.
Major repair line. I love it.
One time the Milwaukee Road was a Western Mountain train, and it kept its freight a moving through the blizzards, ice, and rain. But it went the way of the dinosaur, and when smoke was clear, last month had a rail link ready for it. The colors of this railroad are dark blue and white and red, and it keeps its freight a moving, no trouble may lay ahead. It's seen its share of accidents, as you'll see when you ride along. The maintenance away is always out, never stopping for very long. And the bows that ride this railroad know the route is far from fine. And I say the MRL stands for Major Repair Line.
There it is, the link.
I sent that pole off to them, and they never give me a reply about it.
Texas Madman, yeah, before that weekend was over, Roadhog kicked him out of his party, and I think we'll see a little bit of footage of it later on.
Goddamn thing, they going bang and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Bye-bye, Freddie!
There's little Freddy on the end there. Not blinking yet.
Shitty little replacement for a fucking caboose. Damn good crew got lost because of that. Damn good bunch of boys, and I think about 100,000 jobs got lost because of that little fucking box.
Yep.
Damn shame.
Come back here, suck your thumb, and get out of here. No?
Did you just find out he was here?
How
you doing?
Great.
Good to be here, man. Thanks for having us.
Sacramento kid, it's a pleasure being united here with you again.
All right.
Creek feeding the Sacramento River. Can't you picture that music?
Da, na, 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 na. What's this? I think I see something up here. No? No? It must have just been my imagination. The wild animals in this area. Wait, I know I see something. What could this be? Why, it's Sasquatch. I can't keep the camera still, he's naked. He's naked. I got him. Oh, Howard putting his jock itch into the water. Howard, any comments for your viewing public?
As small as it was, it's even smaller now. Oh!
I think we'll give Howard some little privacy. Bye!
Probably will.
Train dog!
Here's a listing, just for you, of crew change points, which I've been through.
Train Dog recites a poem here, and I remember I originally timed it. It was like 12 minutes
yeah,
long.
Yeah, about 18 pages.
Yeah, and it just goes on and on. But it's all the different places that he's been to,
and there's more.
Well, he had that book that he had.
On the coast.
I mean, I don't know what you call it.
Train Dog's Crew Change.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I have a copy right over there.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. And he was always sending updates about all the different trains.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I traveled there. Traveled far.
Yeah, he knew every rail line and where to go to hop and what to watch out for.
Yeah, it was a compendium.
Yeah. I'll not forget to say, Winnipeg, Knoxville, Brewston. If you're like me, you've been around in Tennessee. Green Bay.
He's rode through Chattanooga and called on me. I've brought him in a few times in recent years. So he's still out there riding.
Rapid City and Huron on the DME. Get your dice, we'll head to a casino. Getting off in Sparks, just east of Reno. Wichita Falls, La Junta, Waterloo. Hang on now, I'm almost through. There's Harlan and Colton, and I'll even say, it was quite pleasant down at Coos Bay. There was Parsons and Sedalia on the Mopac, Chattanooga, Chattahoochee on down the track. It's time to go. I'll see you later, perhaps in Magnolia or Decatur. Please remember to say a prayer for Shreveport, Meridian, and for Thayer. Now I'm getting married, and there may be fewer, but I hope to always return to Dunsmuir.
All right!
That was 34 years ago.
Has it been a good life for you?
If I had to do it all over again, I'd do it all over.
Oh, this is, there was an episode that did a profile on Roadhog. What was it?
Yeah, channel ABC.
ABC. I forget what the name of the program was, but yeah, there's a little piece of when they interviewed Oklahoma Slim. I learned a lot of interesting hobo philosophy from him.
Hobo insists on working. He insists on working for what he gets.
Oklahoma Slim is what the hobos call a bridger, bridging the eras of the steam train and the diesel. He still rides his memories back to the Depression.
It's hard to tell you these things because young people don't know what we went through on just for the hell of it. As I was young and I was tough and I could whoop any son of a bitch that come down the pike, and I did at times. But just to show the police I could do it.
Okay, this was our ride out.
You just hit the next box.
Cool. He's real close now. Here he comes. That bad boy that we've been waiting on. That's him, 74, 78. Oh, yeah. Hey, what'd you hear on the scanner, man?
Nothing. I figure they're cutting the helpers loose. They're cutting the helpers loose, gonna come back and pick up the load.
What's on the consist?
3 units.
Ah, you're right, man. Good job.
Yeah, they're cutting the helpers.
So why don't you guys walk through the... Yeah, see, he doesn't have to go... You guys should get down in the woods and walk up along the train and then get back up.
A sack kid's directing traffic out there. He doesn't want to cost us the ride. Oh no, we gotta wait until it's running out of there. And it's like, I'm sitting there saying, let's get on this thing.
Bows in the woods here. My God, they're all over the place.
It's like the Depression all over again.
So there I am with that. That guy was he was a beat writer from San Francisco. He wrote for some beat magazine there. And he was talking real loud and asleep that night when we camped out there. And I kept yelling at him, "Shut the F up!" And he just kept, he was like having an argument with himself.
Catch on down to Stockton. Out of Stockton, I'm changing lines. Gonna get off at Pea Soup and get on Uncle Pete. Go back in through Portola.
All right.
And more than likely end up in Salt Lake City myself, but I'm gonna stop in Portola for a couple of days. Come on, Jug, jeez.
What you gonna do in Salt Lake?
I'm gonna do a little work there myself. Spy labor office, might watch that units are coming back up.
All right.
Do a little work there.
When I first went down there, I saw Texas Madman stand by the tracks. He was eating out of a jar of peanut butter. He had a peanut butter breakfast.
Stretch him. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Look at this, that kid, he's probably no more than 10 feet away hiding in the bushes there. Well, this guy's hooking up the brake lines. Train left town without us.
Denied.
Motley crew if there ever was one.
Oops.
Here we are with beautiful Mount Shasta. Another glorious morning. Here at the Dunsmuir Cemetery. We were going to hop out this morning. We didn't make it. So instead, we have this. A sardine can. There's going to be 8 of us in the back. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be pretty, but it will get us home. Due to Howard's schedule, we will forsake the trains and head on back. Hopefully we will not kill each other.
So Hatchby Bob to the rescue. We all got to pile into his truck.
That was pretty miserable.
Run back to Roseville.
Alright. End of tape.
All right, well, some post-production thoughts here. What'd you guys think of that? That was pretty interesting going back in time and looking at that old footage. I forgot about a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times since we shot that, but there was some of Sack Kid's footage that I had never seen.
Right.
It definitely brought back some old memories and refreshed them and gave some new ones as well. Again, just the fun that was, and it certainly was. That was a good time, and just thinking about that, not often you get to sleep under the stars in the graveyard.
I met a lot of great people up there, and I was doing a lot of photography work at that time. Not professional, but I remember I was going around and getting photos of everybody, and so a lot of great people up there that I remember meeting. But yeah, just a wonderful time, and I went up there I think the next 2 or 3 years after that. I went up there for 3 or 4 years in a row, but took a lot of more photos, and always had a great time up there.
I had couple of pieces of correspondence with Roadhog after that,
Yeah, so did I. Unfortunately, he caught the westbound, and that's another thing. And when I noticed when I watched that is so many of those great ones are not with us anymore. But it was great to see old Itchy Foot Stetson.
He was a great friend to us when we started hopping. He and Santa Fe.
Yep.
Yeah, good guys. Well, any other closing thoughts? That was really enjoyable to look back on that. Any other?
Let's go hop a train.
Let's do it. It's been probably over 10 years or 12 years since I rode my last freight train, but I've never said that I've ridden my last ride. So I will be out there again someday somewhere. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that. It's been great getting together with my old buddies again and recollecting on that. And again, there's a lot of beautiful country out there, that's for sure. That's just a small sampling of what we have up in Northern California around here. All right.
See you on the rails.
Happy rails.
We're out of here.
One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track come a hobo hiking, and he said, boys, I ain't turning. I'm a-heading for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountain. So come with me, we'll go and see the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes, boys, and you sleep out every night. Where the boxcars all are empty, and the sun shines every day on the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees, by the lemonade springs where the bluebird sings. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains, all the tops have wooden legs, the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. Farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. I'm a-gonna go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall and the wind don't blow, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains.